Okay, this is for somebody or somebody's. Listen up. If you've ever looked out for someone, like did some favors for them and they didn't own up to the end of their bargain by paying it back, if you've loaned some money out after they borrowed it and they didn't pay it back, stop dealing with them. If you taxi driven someone and they didn't pay you through their cash apps or whatever, if they didn't pay you back, whatever you've done for them, whatever you've loaned them, you rate leaves and they didn't pay you, stop dealing with them immediately. And first of all, today, this is 2024, people. We cannot actually do anything for people unless they pay us up front. Period. If they're not willing to do it, don't deal with it. Just say you can't do it. All this, I'll pay you back when I get my mama check. I pay you back on the 3rd. I pay you back on the 1st, the 15th, and all that. No, we're not doing that today. This is a new day. When you look out for people, make sure that you are going to get what they owe you. If they don't pay you what they owe you, and you continue to deal with them, what's going to happen is they're going to start disrespecting you. Meaning they know at this point, since you are a dodo and you keep dealing with me, knowing that I've stiffed you, I'm a low life and I'm going to do it again, and you keep dealing with these people after they stiffed you. That's a form of disrespect at that point. Now, if you allow these people to disrespect you, that's on you. Huh? That's on you. Yep. That's why I tell people, you cannot boo-hoo to me about what somebody done to you, how someone just treated you. I need a witness. Meaning, I need to know what's really going on. I need to know what's really happening on why you're the victim. You see what I'm saying? But see, if you're telling me in this specific case that someone is not paying you after you've looked out for them on whatever the terms was, they didn't own up to their agreement, they didn't pay you. But yet, even throughout the past, you've dealt with these type of people, and yet they are the same dodos who never pay you. So why are we at this point where all we want to do is hear ourselves complain? We want pity from other people. Anyone come to me and boo-hoo about what dumb decision that they keep making with dodos who don't care for them, with dodos who keep comfortably disrespecting you, I'm not going to feel sorry for you. I'm just going to teach. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach. And it's up to you to learn. It's up to you to take heed, jot down the message, break down the keys of what you're being told on how to live around these people in the future. It's up to you. The choices that we make in life, people, are these are choices that we're making. It's up to us. No one is making you do nothing. Now, we're not talking about in the situation of being robbed. We're not talking about that. We're talking about someone asking you to do something for them and that they will pay you for doing that service. And if you do what you said you were going to do for them and they don't do their part, but yet even down the line, down the road, you keep dealing with them after how they just treated you, you're setting yourself up to be disrespected again. And see, what put the icing on the cake and make room for them to continue to disrespect you is when you keep socializing with these people. Yeah. If you're socializing with Danny after he done stiffed you for $40, use a dodo. Huh? If you're still socializing about the birds and the bees and the sky's green and supposed to be blue with Miss Ann after she done stiffed you for $80 for raking her lawn, for raking her leaves, and a week later you like, oh yeah, yep, this is what's going on, and the Bears, they losers, and yeah, Miss Ann like, I can use. Matter of fact, throughout this conversation, I'm gonna need you to clean my basement. I don't worry about it. I give you $200 on the third, after Christmas. You see what I'm saying? It's like, come on. And you can't be like, oh, okay, cool. I know you didn't pay me that $80, but I know you got me though. The things happen. No, we cannot do that. See, a person like me have enemies because the enemies who are now mad at me are those who have felt comfortable enough to disrespect me. They were comfortable enough to treat me like a peon. And I walled up on them. I've set boundaries where they can't do that to me no more. Huh? So when they used to come to me and try to talk and ask for this, and I told them no. Most of them I've ignored. And they hate that. Huh? They hate to be shunned off. So now these people don't like me. But they know why, and I know why. So that's not my problem, and it's not my burden that I'm carrying. But see, this is also what I want to say. For those who keep living a life like this by dealing with Miss Ann and Jamal, who keep stiffing them, what's happening is that you're trying to so-called people please now. As if it's your fault. Or as if, you owe more to how they just treated you because you don't want nobody mad at you. You don't want no enemies. Man, please. Come on, man. Where your dignity at? We not living like that. We don't care about how these people feel about us. They already your enemy. They just didn't pay you your money. What are you talking about? And then you're dealing with them again. They ask for another favor and you willing to do it again. They disrespect you again. What you mean you ain't got no enemies? Anybody that disrespects you on purpose are your enemy. Period. What are you doing? You're sucking up and you're ha-ha-hee-hee, you're gossiping, you're laughing when it ain't funny because you don't want nobody mad at you because you don't want to feel like you should walk on eggshells around people because that's too much for you to handle. Yeah, I know that. I know it's a lot of people that can't handle what the anointing goes through. See, we know how to ignore. We know how to shun people off. We know how to cut people off. We know how to ignore. We know how to do all that. And that comes behind the strength of God, though. So you can't do that by yourself. You'll be tore up. And see, that's the difference. See, that's the difference. We have spiritual strength to not be bothered with people. Huh? We're known as zero tolerant Christians. Period. We are the children of the obedient. We don't have time for the shenanigans. We don't have time to be bothered with those who are living a life of disobedient. People who are purposely going around disrespecting people. People who are taking and borrowing but not paying it back. Or even not even willing to lend. Everybody want to take. Everybody want to get life. But don't want to give. Don't want to give back. You see what I'm saying? And then get mad after they done stiff somebody. They get mad at the person who they stiff because the person who they stiff walled up on them. I've known of a lot of elder that go through that. They been even murdered by their own relatives because they didn't put their foot down. No, I'm not giving you no more money, Jumbo. Go ahead on now. Talking to his great aunt, his nephew. I ain't giving you nothing. No, I gave you $300 yesterday. What you do with the $300 I gave you? Last week I gave you $1,000. What you doing? Last year I put the house up for you. Huh? Now put his foot down and great nephew want to kill him now. You see what I'm saying? So the soft part of don't want to jeopardize the way his crazy nephew is feeling, so he rather keep looking out for him, knowing that by the end of the day when he closed that door after this nephew walked out, he back sitting down looking miserable, feeling miserable, heartachish. Because he got somebody in his life who he don't need in his life that's stealing from him, that's taking from him, that's sucking him dry. But we don't want no enemies. Let me tell you something. Your enemy is the person who keep disrespecting you by not paying you back what they owe. Period. That is your enemy. Now, let me tell you another thing. When you look out for people and they don't pay you your money back, for one, stop dealing with them. For number two, don't even look for them. Don't expect for your money. Don't expect it, because now you're going to be living without peace in your life. You're going to have the score amongst your rounds. You're going to have the score. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be irritated. You're going to want to kill. You see what I'm saying? So don't take vengeance like that. Just let it go. You bought Timmy for $20. You bought Miss Ann for $200. Let it go. You're going to heat burning coals over their head when you let it go, because they're going to be wondering why you're not calling them. They're going to be wondering, they see you walking down the street, but you ain't said hi. You ain't even came over there. And now you at this point where you're moving in silence. You're letting go and you're letting God. But see, you can only do this phase right here is unless you have the courage to stop dealing with them. See, if you don't have the courage to stop dealing with them, you're going to be weak and you're going to still keep lending them favors. You're going to still take the chance to keep giving them what they want so they can continue to disrespect you, and so you can continue to look like a fool and feel like a fool and want everybody else to have pity for you. We're not doing that. We're grown. We're adults. Let me tell you something. The consequences in living in this world of Satan, when you take courage and stand strong and hold your own, you are going to be hated for that. Period. Huh? You are going to be hated for that. I'm surprised my pictures is not up nowhere saying the most hated person in America. You understand what I'm saying? I'm the most hated. I don't play that. I'm zero tolerant. Like, seriously, I don't take no game from no one. No one. Anybody can tell you that. I don't play no games. I look out for you. If you play these games, I'm cutting you off. Period. I don't need you. You just showed me that. You just showed me I don't need you. You see what I'm saying, people? So when you around people who keep stiffing you, who keep biting you and sucking you dry, who cares if they get mad because you took courage? That's the whole point of my channels. People get mad when I take courage. We don't care over here. We don't care who get mad because someone take courage for their well-being. Come on. If you want to continue to be weak and let baby borrow and don't want to lend it back, don't want to get paid back, you want to keep taking people places and all this and Uber and all that, and they don't want to give you your money, leave them stranded. Take yourself and go on and live. Let them sit back and stress. Let them reap what they sow. Let them sit back and wonder and bite their nails on why the world is against them. You see what I'm saying, man? It's just that easy. We ain't pampering people's emotions because we want to soothe ours and say, okay, well, I know this person they ain't up to no good, but I just don't want no problem. So I consciously want to leave this place or leave their presence knowing that I didn't make someone mad. So I'm going to go home, and I know, you know what, I'd rather take the bullet. I take it, take the loss. I just don't want nobody mad at me. And see what I'm saying? You got people who are living like that. Me, not at all. I'm making this video for somebody or somebodies. Shalom.